Yeah, there you are. Man, I had some technical difficulties, so I am back at it. Whew. You're wondering what's going on here? It's 7:30 on a Wednesday night in the middle of chilly December. Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm sitting here with my mug full of eggnog, ready to kill it for the rest of the evening down here in the shop. This is a short version that I do every other week. It's called On My Mind, and you're about to hear what is on my mind. Something's been floating around with me that I feel that I got a really good grasp on, that I heard years ago, and I wanted to share it with you. Opposite weeks, full-length episode, 60 to 90 minutes, right when I'm done recording here. Eric and I are going to jump on BS for a couple hours. Look forward to that. That is one interesting dude. Can't wait to see what sets his soul on fire, and that is the purpose of the full-length episodes. I go live, Facebook, YouTube, with these short ones. If you're listening to this at a later date, holler at me over at these platforms. Would love for you to join me. And since I'm talking about YouTube, if you can't see it, I'm going to tell you about it here in a second. Check this out, what I got. Yeah, fellas, don't be hating. Look at that. Woo! Yep, that's my brand new fanny pack from High Speed Daddy. Fellas, fanny packs are back in. I know you ladies don't have any issue wearing fanny packs, so I'm not even bringing you into this conversation. Look forward to rocking that wherever I'm going. Check that out. High Speed Daddy does all sorts of crazy cool stuff with active gear, anything you need to be when you're active, especially as a parent. Amazing stuff. Of course, link, show notes. Craig will give you a fucking schooling on customer service. That dude's customer service is just out of this world. So check him out. Give him shit for me, blah, 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 while you're over there. And of course, the other two people, Liv Rishi, the crew down there, awesome job, and Composure pre-workout, which I've been truly enjoying. So links are in the show notes. Would love for you to support them. I'm a big fan of supporting local business. All right, let's get on to this show. What is it? Of course, on my mind. Me, this microphone, you all listening, and whatever's on my mind. Take what you want, leave the rest. Thank you for joining me. I know this podcast or this area is just crazy crowded. So you giving me your time, your ear. God, I heard it today from my boy Aaron over at I Had to Say a podcast. I was listening to him. And what did he say? Ear real estate, something like that. I gotta find out. But I thought that was really cool. He's a good dude. He rants. He's got a special talent that I am working on. He can go 45 minutes doing the solo stuff. Me, 10 minutes maybe, and I'll stumble through some of it. But I'm practicing. Best thing to do is get after it. All right. So what I've been thinking about years ago, I heard this saying. And if you haven't heard me talk about it, if you're a new listener, thanks for jumping in. At the gym, I get asked a lot what I listen to. And what I listen to is called Machiavelli motivation. And what it is, it's like bodybuilders and motivational speakers and entrepreneurs and stuff like that. They scream and holler and call you every derogatory name in the book, and that's just my language. I speak that language. It's fun for me to talk like that, and then they put this like theatrical music behind it, like pumped up music, and just gets me riled up. And I want to say 5, 6, maybe 7 years ago, even I was listening to it in the gym, and there was this one dude. I liked his voice, it just connected with me, and his messages connected with me, like, because that's the way I talk. And so, of course, in the credits, I find this dude, Seth Forcier, and I hope I pronounced his last name right. And the dude's just a straight up savage, unbelievable savage. professional bodybuilder, entrepreneur, very successful. And I enjoyed listening to people like that because they've been at it, right? They know how it is. And but he had this saying, and he says, "I don't have any problems. I just got work to do." And it struck me, and I said, "Oh man, I like that. I like that." So, you do something, you're like, "Oh, that's not a problem. I just need to work it and get it done," right? And at the time, I thought I had a grasp of it. So I go about my life and listening to my stuff, and I save the audio and I add it to my stuff. Years later, my mom passes away, and I'm driving home, and it's a long drive home, and I'm by myself. And of course, I got my phone hooked up to the car, and I'm listening to some music and stuff. And you can imagine the type of music I'm listening to, remembering my mom and that kind of thing. And this time of year, I really miss her a lot. But this saying came over my phone, and the complete saying goes, and I use it all the time on my social media. So if you've heard it, I like to give credits due. I didn't come up with this. I just run with it. And I woke up, the complete saying is, I woke up this morning, my kids are happy and healthy. My wife is happy and healthy. I got a job to go to, make money. I ain't got any fucking problems. I got work to do. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Oh, because, you lose a parent and you think, there's a lot of things that go on with that. And I must have listened to that thing, and it's 30 seconds long, maybe. I must have listened to that thing for an hour and a half. I had a long drive. I said, wow, that's amazing. Oh my God. All right. I think I got a grasp of this now. Yeah, I don't have any problems. I got some work to do. All right. And it did truly help me get, I'm not over my mom's passing, but it helped me through that time. And so then years pass, and about, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago, it comes back around. I hear it again. And it wasn't through my audio. It was on Machiavelli Motivation. It pops up again. And I was like, oh my God. And I listened to it that morning in the gym, and I got thinking about it. Then I'm driving my rig during the day, and I'm sitting in traffic, and I'm listening to this guy in a podcast, and he goes, you think you got problems? What I want you to do, what I do with my clients, I'm totally paraphrasing this dude. He says, what I tell my clients is people, I always say guys, 2 guys sit across the table, each write their problems on a piece of paper. And then they switch papers, and then, then we have a discussion. So here I am sitting in traffic, and in my mind's eye, I got a computer screen, not a pen and paper, but I got a computer screen in my mind, with a little cursor blinking, ding, 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 in the paper, the screen's blank. And I'm like, okay, what problems do I have? And I got thinking about it, and I'm sitting there thinking, and of course I'm coming up with stuff, but then I rationalize and go, is that really a problem? There is problems. People have problems. I'm not taking away from that. I'm looking at my own life. And this little exercise I did, it worked crazy well for me. So that's why I wanted to share it with you. And I would love your feedback. So here I am, and I couldn't figure out a problem. My family is healthy. I'm healthy. Knock on wood. I have a job that I just fucking skipped to work to. I love my job. My wife loves her job, and okay, the house and money's good. This good. Yeah. So I'm just sitting here going through. And again, if you got problems, you got to do this on your own. This exercise. I can't, obviously I don't know what's going on in your life. But then I started thinking, what happens if I come out in the morning in my rig? I go to my rig in the morning and it's got a flat tire. I believe majority of people would say, fuck, I got a problem, right? No, dude, you ain't got no problem. You just got work to do. I was like, oh my fucking God. When that scenario flipped through my head, I just went, holy shit. My shop at the house is a complete fucking mess. Is it a problem? Nope. My workshop that I work on the house with. And And then I just started thinking all this shit that in the past I would go, that's a problem. No, it's not a problem. You just got to work. You just got to do some work and fix it. And I was like, oh my God. And I create content. Obviously, I listen to other people create content. And it struck me that when somebody repeats something like this guy, Seth Forcier, he runs with this no problems, just work to do. And I love it. But what I found out is, of course, they keep saying it and they keep saying it and they keep saying it, right? Marketing. And I get all that. But I might hear it. I've been listening to it for, let's say, 7 years. And not 6 months ago, it truly started to click. And not 2 weeks ago, I feel I got a really good grasp of it, right? So I could hear it 1,000 times, but that 1,001 time, the music's just right. I'm in that right mood. His tone is a little different, maybe. The sun is, at 1:67 in the afternoon, and the clouds are just right, and the planets align, and everything, and pow, it clicks. I was like, that's why people say the shit over, over, and over. Because sometimes I'm like, dude, I don't want to hear that again. But it works, man. And I just wanted to share that with you because, especially going into the holidays and especially with family around, and of course, all the fucking craziness that happened during this election cycle, but we won't get into that. Everything got kind of tore up. This phrase truly helped me get through a lot of stuff, and it does pretty much every day because I'll look at my to-do list. I'll run, obviously, great Mike Tyson. Everybody's got a plan to get punched in the face. So when I get punched in the face, is that a problem or do I just got some work to do? And as I've been finding out over the last 5-6 months, 99.99% of the time, it's just, if I speak honestly and do it, it's work. I just got work to do. So, gonna end with this. I ain't got no fucking problems. I just got work to do. And I hope you take that and do what you want with it. Would love your feedback. Get out of here. I know you got shit to do. I'm going to jump in with Eric and chat with him about all sorts of cool shit. Would love for you to check out all the links in the show notes, of course, for all the people that help move this project along. And you want to reach out to me, hit me up on the website or Instagram, BeRawPodcast.com. Love you guys. See ya. Oh, maybe not. I lost my cursor. I have like 4 screens and I lost